We begin with the always taxing topic of taxation. Companies searching out tax havens are nothing new. In the 80s and 90s, there was an exodus to Bermuda and the Cayman Islands, where there are no taxes at all. When the government threatened to clamp down on tax dodging, many companies decided to leave the Caribbean. But as Leslie Stahl first reported in March 2011, instead of coming back home, they went to safer havens like Switzerland.
Several of these companies came to this tiny dot on the Swiss map called Zug, a small, quaint, medieval town.
I don't think anybody's ever heard of Zug in the United States.
Hans Marti, who heads Zug's Economic Development Office, showed off the nearby snow-covered mountains. But Zug's main selling point isn't a view of the Alps.
How low are the taxes here?
It's something between 15 and 16%.
And in the United States, it's 35%.
I know. It's half price.
And do you have the lowest tax rate in Switzerland?
Most probably, yes.
Most probably, yes. So you're kind of a tax haven within a tax haven.
Maybe, yes.
Yeah.
The population of the town of Zug is 26,000. The number of companies in the area, 30,000 and growing. But many are no more than mailboxes. Texas Democratic Congressman Lloyd Doggett questions whether the moves of several companies are legit.
A good example is one of my Texas companies that's been in the news lately, Transocean.
Transocean owned the drilling rig involved in the giant BP oil spill. They moved to Zug.
I'm not sure they even moved that much. They have about 1,300 employees still in the Houston area. Mm-hmm. They have 12 or 13 in Switzerland.
And yet they claim that they're headquartered over there.
They claim they're Swiss. And they claim they're Swiss for tax purposes. And by doing that, by renouncing their American citizenship, they've saved about $2 billion in taxes.
So here we are in Zug.
We went to find their operations here.
And we came to see your international headquarters.
No, my boss is not here, so...
She said her boss wasn't there, and we should call someone halfway around the world.
In Houston?
Yeah.
Not here?
No.
But this is the headquarters.
I know.
And is the CEO here?
No.
I mean, normally here?
No.
Okay.
Another Texas company that moved here is Weatherford, a $10 billion oil field services firm. It still has 2,800 workers in Houston, but according to official documents, they are incorporated in Zug in this small building. But there was no Weatherford on the sign outside.
Finally found it listed in this thing, Weatherford International. Here's the mailbox, but we don't know even where to go. There's no listing for the international headquarters of Weatherford.
So we started knocking on doors.
Hi. We're looking for Weatherford. Are they in this building?
Yes.
Here?
Just a moment, please.
Okay. All right.
I was shown to a conference room. They said Weatherford rents for board meetings. But Weatherford's Houston office told us they never go there. So are these big companies pulling a fast one? Well, apparently not. Under both Zug and U.S. tax laws, it's perfectly legal to get the low tax rate even without a real presence here. But Congressman Doggett wants to change that.
You have proposed legislation that a company will be taxed not based on where they file some pieces of paper, but where their decision makers, their management actually resides and makes decisions.
Let them pay the same way that other Houston-based companies pay. And so if they have their management and control there, they ought to be paying here in the United States. I think it's fair.
We found that faced with the mere threat of Doggett's legislation, Transocean and Weatherford both packed up their top brass and shipped them to Geneva.
We were told Transocean's top 10 executives live around here in the Geneva area and work on the top 2 floors of this building, everyone from the CEO to the chief financial officer to the vice president of taxes.
They wouldn't talk to us, and neither would Weatherford, that also moved their CEO and CFO to Geneva. And so now we're beginning to see a jobs exodus from the U.S. of top management.
We can't write a law that their lawyers can't get around. That's the whole problem here.
You're in Congress. Why did Congress write these laws that allows this to happen?
There's been a lot of arm twisting, a lot of effective lobbying here, and some really smart tax lawyers figuring out how to game the system with one shenanigan after another.
But are they shenanigans, or is it the law?
I think it was a shenanigan when some of these companies felt so strong about America that they renounced their American citizenship and began saluting a foreign flag. They exploited a provision in our tax laws and moved offshore.
Coming up.